Hello, welcome to a new video. This video is going to be something different, trying something new out. So, we're going to be doing my top 20 horror movies. These are my favorite horror movies of all time. This is what I reckon are the best to me. So I thought, it's like October, it's Halloween, it's the horror season. It's finally time I do like a list of my favorite horror movies. So here we go. But before we get in top 20, I want to do honorable mentions. Firstly, I want to honorable mention House, the Japanese movie, the weird like haunted house kind of movie. Love this movie. Used to be in my top 20, but it's kind of gone down. Still love this movie, but it just, if I did like a top 30 or 50, it'd probably be in there, but it just missed out. The Sadness is another one. It's a newer movie. I haven't seen it. I only seen it once. If it could make my top 20 if I say it more, but right now I can't put it in that top 20, so it's an honorable mention. So is Alien, the original Alien. I love that movie. That's great. Sci-fi horror. It just missed out. It was so close, but yeah. Also, Evil Dead 2. I love the Evil Dead. The first two movies, I think they're amazing. Evil Dead, like probably 10 years ago, would have made the top 20. Now, it's a bit hard to make that list. I love this movie so much, but it just missed out. Like it just missed out. It's just a great fucking movie. And the last one, a great Aussie movie, The Loved Ones. I love this movie. It's fantastic. It wasn't on my list, but I had to swap it out for something else. It was so close. Out of all these movies, it was the closest one. If you've never seen it, watch The Loved Ones. It's a fucking fantastic horror movie. So yeah. Anyway, on to my top 20, of course. So starting at 20, we got The Hills Have Eyes remake. Yes, the remake. I fucking love the remake. I saw the remake before I saw the original. But the remake is fucking creepy, really fucked up. I love how they use the the bomb testing to for the lore of this story. I love that when the guy's going up and looking at all this all the places and that, and when he sees the people, how fucked up they look in that. Yeah, I fucking love the look of that. I love how gory it is. Also, the father being lit on fire, it's so fucked up, man. I that lives in my head, that scene. It's a fucking great movie. A fantastic movie. Even though it's a remake, it feels like it's totally different from the original. I've seen the original, and I think it's okay. I'd rather remake over the original. Just saying. 19 is another remake. It's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. So, like, people probably aren't going to get this one because in a certain time, certain era, it represents that time, this remake does. And for that, I really like it for that. Also, I just think, even though I love the original, the remake brings its own thing, its own style. It changes it up a bit with the family. Like, the sheriff in this movie, holy shit, just great, just fucking amazing. The scenes, the characters, like on the villain side are fucking awesome. Like Leatherface looks awesome. He's kind of like a baby in a way, which really fits in this movie. And then you got the teens, who are like, trying to have a party and that, just trying to do a little road tripping, and yeah, they get caught up in this town. Because the scene, I love the scene where the girl just shoots herself in the head. That scene is fucking amazing. I love that fucking scene. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, I think this movie is fantastic, and each time I rewatch it, I just love it. Like, like, I think remakes are bad. Like, remakes are bad, but once in a while you get a good remake, and I like this remake. It's not like trying to be original. It's not trying to be the best thing ever. It does its own thing, but also takes from the remake, and I kind of love that about this remake. So yeah, I love it. So at 18 we got 30 Days a Night. A really good vampire movie. It's one of the better modern vampire movies, and one of my favorite vampire movies of all time. I just love like the story of like I think it's Alaska they're in, and there's like 30 days a night. There's no sun, so and when you add vampires, it's just a perfect scenario, and that's what makes this movie. The vampires are interesting. It's something like a little different spin on the vampires, which I kind of love. The ending, holy shit! The ending is like whoa, yeah. Love it. It's a really good movie. Yeah, it's just like sucks that I know there's like a straight to DVD movie sequel that was bad. Like this could have came like a franchise, which sucks. Nothing ever came about this, because you could have did more movies like this. Because I love the idea, and I love how they execute it as well. So yeah. 17. You're Next. You're Next is a really fucked up horror movie. It's basically a family reunion, and then all of a sudden, the family's getting picked off and killed. Yeah, and it's one of them movies, but it's done so well. It's like I love this movie. I just love like everything about this movie, because you have someone who's from outside the family who has some who can stand up for herself. It's when you add that in, it makes a compelling movie, and really fucking good, and some really good fucking deaths in this movie. It gets very gory. So yeah. 16. Train to Busan might be my favorite zombie movie of all time. I love Train to Busan. It every time I watch it, it just grows on me. Still need to buy it on physical, but Train to Busan, it's definitely that's another list I could do, top 20 South Korean movies, and it would be on that movie. It would be on that list. This movie is fucking amazing. The zombies, the train, just everything about this movie just works, on the train. And when they get off the train, the zombies, and they got to get another train and all that stuff. Or even when they're on the train and people start turning, and, you're getting clues why they're turning into zombies. And then each town they pass is more zombies. I love it. I don't love the sequel, and I'm afraid of the remake. So yeah, but Train to Busan is just fucking amazing. 15 is Scream. This is I didn't originally see Scream. I saw bits of Scream when I was younger, but it wasn't until I was older I saw Scream. And when I saw the first Scream, I was like, holy shit, this is really fucking good, I just love how it, it's kind of a love letter to slasher movies, which I love. It points out the obvious stuff. It kind of makes fun of the slashers in a way, but it's just really good. And Ghostface, killer. Oh, Ghostface is a great, great killer. And the opening to the movie is fucking awesome as well. I'll say that. But yeah. And then the reveal of, who really is this killer. It's great stuff. It's just, fantastic. 14, Seed of Chucky. Yeah, I don't think people are going to like this choice. I love Child's Play. That fucking movie scared me when I was a kid. But Seed of Chucky is the one I like the best out of the series. I like Seed of Chucky the best. I love that. I saw it in the cinema. and it's more of a comedy horror, but I love it. I love everything that they did in that movie. It's gory, it's weird, but for me, it's my favorite Chucky movie. I just love like the family trope thing, bringing in a kid, yeah, and that's an interesting aspect of the Chucky movies as well. The kid, and but just Chucky is always this killer, and he even wants to kill. He doesn't give a fuck. There's this thing about I love how Jennifer Tilly, who plays, Chucky's wife, but then she plays herself, which is awesome, and it's just the whole Hollywood thing is just so funny and hilarious as well. So yeah, I fucking love Cedar Chucky. So yeah. 13 is Wolf Creek. A great Aussie horror. Was in the midst of the torture porn, kind of scene where with the saw and all that on like Hostel and their movies coming out. But for me, I think Wolf Creek's the better one. I love Wolf Creek because it's a great Aussie horror movie, but I just love how it's in the outback. You don't know who to trust, and when they think they can trust this guy. He does something to him, and holy shit, John Jarrett's villain is fucking awesome in this movie. Him as this like Aussie bloke, but he's really a fucking killer. Killing, you find out he's killing, tourists. It's fucked up, man. What he does, like how he shoves a knife in this girl's spine. Oh, it's gruesome, but it's fucking. I love it. I love Wolf Creek. 12. Halloween 2 by Rob Zombie. Yeah, it's my favorite Halloween movie. Now, like, I love the original Halloween. It's a fantastic movie. I love Rob Zombie's Halloween. But Halloween 2 by Rob Zombie, I find the most interesting. It's, out of all the Halloween movies, it feels so different. And I love it for it. The opening hospital scene is fucking awesome. But also the story that Zombie's telling with it. Like, he's telling, like, with trauma. Like, all these characters have to deal with trauma. Laurie has to deal with, her brother is this fucking killer. And then what Michael did to Laurie's friend, all friends, you could say. There's also the cop dealing with everything that happened. But also, Michael is dealing with shit as well. He's like a hobo Michael Myers. I love it. I love that stuff too. And then him going after Laurie. And then when Laurie finds out, Michael is her brother and how she has to deal with that shit. Fucking, it's awesome. It's a fucking awesome movie. It's gruesome. And, yeah. I will always defend Rob Zombie's Halloween movies. So, yeah. 11, From Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah, like, I love 30 Days Night, and it's like one of the better vampire movies, but my favorite vampire movie is From Dusk Till Dawn. It just, it starts out like like a gangster movie, you could say, and then turns into a vampire movie. Two guys kidnap like this family, and then they go to this bar, just waiting on some guys to give them some money, and then in the bar it turns out it's a vampire bar. So yeah, they're kind of fucked, and it's got some horror legends in this movie, which I love. Fucking Tarantino even stars in this. It's crazy. He wrote this movie. Rodriguez is directing this movie. You got fucking Savini as this fucking awesome character with the gun on the belt, which is awesome. Yeah, Harvey Keitel's fucking in this, like as this ex-priest dude. Yeah, love it. Love this movie. 10 is Shin Godzilla. Now, if you, like 10 years ago, the original Godzilla would have been my favorite movie on this list, but over time, Shin Godzilla has become my favourite movie of all. My favourite Godzilla movie. I love Shin Godzilla. I love the politics in it. I just love the look, the evolution of Godzilla. I just love everything about Shin Godzilla. It's just fucking awesome. Like, at stages it can get complicated, but I love it for it. I just love the look, and it's also directed by the director of Evangelion, so that's another bonus. So yeah, all good shit for me. Love Shin Godzilla. 9. Let the Right One In. I was wrong. From Dusk to Dawn, I thought was my favourite vampire movie. No, it's Let the Right One In. Now, Let the Right One In is more of a serious horror movie compared to vampire movie compared to 30 Days of Night and From Dusk to Dawn. It's basically, a kid makes friends with this vampire. He doesn't know he is a vampire. And, he's getting bullied. And, he becomes, friends with a vampire. And, it's an interesting story about, this boy and this vampire. And it's very mature. It gets very bloody. And, if you've ever been bullied, you can really relate to this kid. And then, when he doesn't even believe that he's a vampire and he walks in, the same way he just walks in without the boy saying he can come in and he starts bleeding. Love that scene. Love it. I know there was a TV show, but I just don't give a fuck. There was a remake. I just didn't care for. For me, it's the original Let the Right One In. Such a fucking fantastic vampire movie. So yeah. 8 is The Mist. Watching the ending for the first time in this movie is fucked up, man. Like, this movie is about, there's a storm happens. It's, a boy and his son with his neighbour go into the store, and all of a sudden a mist comes over the whole town and they can't see, and there's these monsters out there, and they got to try to survive in this store. So yeah, I love it. But then there's the ending. I love the look of the monsters because I feel like there's something out of like H.P. Lovecraft's books. But then there's the monster. I mean the ending where he has. I think there's I can't remember how many people, but there's he's got 3 bullets, and there's 4 people. So yeah. And they got to choose, and he even choose he will be the only one to, live to deal with, to get killed by these monsters. And even to his son, he shoots his son. The ending is fucked up. I love the ending, but then you think that's cruel. That's not the cruel thing about the ending. It's when the mist starts to disappear, and you see the army coming through, killing the monsters, and it was only it's only seconds later this is happening, and you see people, one of the people who went out in the mist, and they survived. And it's like, holy fuck, if he just waited a couple of seconds, everything would have been alright. Fucking fantastic movie. Love The Mist. 7. The Green Room. What a fucking movie. A punk band plays at a neo-Nazi club. Some shit goes down, and these neo-Nazis want to kill him. Yeah, it's fucking dark, it's fucked up, it's brutal, but what a fucking great movie. Fucking love it. 6, A Nightmare on Elm Street. Classic movie. I'll never forget watching it for the first time. Just the premise of some killer coming in your nightmares and killing yourself. I still remember, the Simpsons parody of it, but the movie is just fantastic. Definitely basically the first kill and the prison scene. It's just fantastic. And when the parents reveal, why this is happening. You know, he was like this child killer or whatever, and yeah, and they killed him, but you know, he's come back in their kid's dream. So yeah, it's a fucking great movie. 5, The Devil's Rejects, by Rob Zombie. I'm a big Rob Zombie fan. Love his music, love his movies. The Devil's Rejects is his fucking masterpiece. It's fantastic. It's basically a horror road trip. These killers are on a road trip. Basically, they're trying to escape the law for killing some cops. And yeah, they fucking kidnap like this country band or whatever. And yeah, in a hotel and that. And yeah, they don't live, because they're fucking crazy. You got the awesome shootout at the end. Yeah, you got the fucking, this cop who just wants revenge because they killed I think it is his brother, and he hires some fucking hitman who are, Danny Trejo and DDP, yeah. So yeah, fucking fantastic movie. Number 4 is Deep Red. Fucking, I think this was my first Italian giallo movie I remember seeing. It's the one I remember seeing first, but it might not have been. But yeah, I saw it. I wanted to enter this genre, and I think I was reading up on them and had a list, a bunch of movies, and the easiest way was Deep Red. It was on, like, one time it was on fucking Amazon Prime, and I was like, I'll watch it, okay? I'll check it out. I watched it. I don't know if it had subtitles or if it didn't. I can't remember. But whatever, I loved it. But the one thing I remember was the fucking music was fucking amazing. I ended up buying the soundtrack on vinyl. But the movie, holy shit, was just mind-blowing for me. It was like, I've never seen anything like that. Like, holy shit, the music with, you know, like the eye shots, like the deaths, like who is doing this, like the puppet thing. Fucking fantastic movie. Fucking awesome. 3, I Saw the Devil. I Saw the Devil. It's my favorite South Korean horror movie. Basically, it is a detective. Is he a detective? I can't remember. He's like, yeah, some law enforcement dude and a killer playing cat and mouse game. Because the law enforcement dude, wife gets killed by this killer, this fucking psychopath. So he goes, he wants revenge, so he plays a cat and mouse game with this killer, and he forgets how psychopath this killer is, and yeah, it gets really interesting. It's really fucked up. Like, when he finally finds the killer, it's just fucking awesome. Because he could just kill him there, but he doesn't. He lets him live, so each time he tries to kill someone, he gets him again, and yeah, he just wants to dish out this punishment to him over and over again, and yeah, fucking awesome fucking movie. 2 is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The original. The original has this place that in me, it will never leave this list. It's one of the best movies I've fucking ever seen. Fucking, it's creepy. The look of it, that Texas look at the sun, all that shit, like the skeletons and all that. But Leatherface, fucking hell, the look of Leatherface, the house, just everything about this movie, the family. Like, I love the remake, but the original is on another level. Like, it's so good, the fucking original movie. It's a fucking beautiful movie. It's fucking amazing. I love it. And my favourite horror movie of all time, the one I love the most, it's The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. He nailed this movie. He nailed the tension on this movie. He nailed feeling, you know, you can't go anywhere. Who can you trust? I love it. Like, definitely the look of these monsters, if you call them, like the dog one, but there's also the head one with that looks like a fucking spider. Love that stuff. Love all this movie. And then there's the ending, like, it's like a mystery of the ending, like who is it, you know? But then, like, but this is how we're gonna die and whatever. But my favorite scene is the testing scene. I love the testing scene because you don't know testing the blood. You don't know who's really the thing or who's really human. Love this fucking movie. Fantastic. So yeah, that was my top 20 movies of. My top 20 horror movies of all time. They're my top 20. These are the ones I love the most, The ones I go back to the most, the ones I rewatch, the ones that I think about, the ones I love the most. So, yeah. Anyway, thought I'd do this video because it's that time of the season to talk about these kind of movies. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.